Hi everyone, my name is Paul. I'm Harlso's dad. Thanks for joining us today on our second live show in this series, Stay Home with Harlso. Today we're going to be talking to Ryan, who is the owner and creator of Crusoe, the celebrity dachshund. I know a lot of you guys will be excited for this live show. There's already quite a few people tuning in, and a lot of people who follow Harlso also follow Crusoe. So we're excited to get talking to Ryan to find out what they've been getting up to. And yeah, I'll see if he's about and get him added in.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, not bad. How are you?
Pretty good. Let me just switch this around.
There he is.
How you doing?
Yeah, we're good. I don't know if you can see, but Harlso's wearing a special bow tie for Crusoe.
Oh yeah?
It's got a little anchor on it.
Oh, cute. That's cool, thanks.
Can you tell us what the anchor's
well
about?
over there?
Sorry?
Hope you guys are doing well over there.
Yeah, we're doing good. Yeah, we're working from home, and just staying home as much as we can. Only going out for the essentials. So yeah, how are you guys doing?
Pretty much same. I mean, Lauren and I, we both work from home anyway, so it's not really a big difference for us, really. But we know it's a big change for a lot of people out there, of course. So. We're still hoping this will all be over pretty soon, but the dogs they're fine.
The squeak is definitely getting Harlso's attention.
So how's Harlso's recovery going?
Yeah, it's going well, Ryan. I think this is week 12 since he had surgery. He's back on his feet. He's going out for short walks. We're still using the stroller. We find that he gets tired a little quicker than he normally would.
Okay.
But yeah, we're just building things up slowly with him, and yeah, we're pretty confident that he's going to make a full recovery.
Yeah. That's good. So I'm happy for you guys.
Thanks, Ryan.
You were both pretty worried about that.
Yeah, I think whenever this happened, you were one of the first people that I sent a message to, because I know that you guys had been through it with Crusoe, and we found your website especially really useful because you documented his journey and what sort of things it worked. So yeah, we appreciate that.
Cool. So does he have full motor control again?
Yeah, he's back on all four legs. They're all the back legs are working well. He does have a little bit of a skip in one of his legs every few strides.
Okay.
We don't know though whether he's going to stay with that or whether that'll go in time. I suppose it just takes time.
Right. Okay. Yeah, Crusoe did have his back left leg, because the disc material had kind of wrapped around that nerve root to that leg a little bit. That leg was kind of like really sensitive for a while, and he still actually kind of like chews that foot. So
Okay.
it could just be a sort of, I forget the term for it, but it's kind of just like a persistent, like mild nerve pain.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem to bother him much, but just occasionally he kind of like chews on his foot. But
No, he looks like he's doing well. I've seen the videos of him like running through the forest and stuff like that, so it doesn't seem to hold him back at all.
No, he's totally good now, and it's been what, 4 years now?
Yeah.
About 4 years since he's been past it. So of course we got ramps everywhere. Don't want to take another chance, but sometimes you just can't stop it, right?
Yeah, this is it. We're still a bit nervous about that, like we keep him on like a collar and lead when he's on the sofa and stuff like that to stop him from jumping off if he hears the post. So congratulations, by the way, Ryan. This week you hit 1 million subs. Is that right, on YouTube?
Yeah, it is. Thanks. pretty
That's
exciting. Took a while, but finally got there.
And will you get a celebrity plaque? Do YouTube still do that, where they send out like a plaque?
Yeah, they should. Yeah, but well, they sent one out for 100,000, and then 1 million is the next one.
Okay.
But I remember with the 100,000, it took like 3-4 months to get it. So
Come. Okay.
I'm not too not waiting by the door just yet.
Fair enough. I suppose for the guys that maybe aren't familiar with
Hey, Harlso.
Oh.
Who's that?
That's Harlso's mum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Crusoe and Daphne have a favourite, but Harlso's mum, Jennifer, is definitely Harlso's favourite. So
Oh, yeah?
whenever she's about, he leaves me pretty quickly to go to his mum.
Yeah.
So yeah, for those that don't know how this started, Ryan, I suppose, how did this start for you guys?
What's that?
For those that don't know how like your account and stuff started, can you tell us like how it started really?
Yeah, sure. Maybe come a bit closer with the camera. We started a long time ago. It was like 9 years ago that we started just a blog, just kind of writing from Crusoe's perspective of his little adventures and everything. And we started a Facebook page with it. So Facebook was our first platform. Then it kind of just grew by itself over that time. I don't know if you remember Vine, probably. But
Yeah.
we were pretty early to adopt Vine, and that kind of got us into the whole video making thing. And we had a few like Vine videos that kind of went viral, and then it kind of just expanded, and we went from making little 6-second videos to 6-minute long episodes and stuff. So it's really changed a lot, I'm sure, for you too. Congrats on your People magazine, by the way. That was a good feature.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that just sort of came out of the blue, I think, a couple of months back. Harlso just seemed to have like a little spell where there was like a lot of attention in it, and that's whenever it got picked up. Yeah, so we were pretty excited about that because we know it's a big magazine in America, so quite a few people will have seen it.
And you guys it was the morning show on ITV?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Again, that happened pretty quickly. TV, like the turnaround for that is always like you don't have much time to think about it. You just either have to do it or the slot goes to someone else.
Right.
So we got like the call like literally the day before.
Oh yeah.
And had to arrange like trying to get to London. So by the time we got on the show, we had travelled with like literally 1 hour sleep.
Oh my God.
and then this little guy made up for it and started to fall asleep on the couch.
That's funny. How long did it take you to get to London?
It was a long drive. We're based in Northern Ireland, so we got the boat to Scotland and then drove from Scotland to London. I think we left at like 6 p.m. the night before we were on the show, and we arrived in London around like 7 a.m., 6 a.m. in the morning, so like 12 hours traveling. Harlso was a pretty good traveler because he just sleeps like everywhere. So he traveled well. We'd done the journey once before, so we knew what to expect.
Okay.
But we just thought it was just like one of those like opportunities that, you know, is never going to come along again, and something that we'll be able to look back on and be like, remember we done that? Isn't that cool?
Yeah, for sure. You would think they would give you more than a day before notice if it was going to be such a far trek for you guys.
Yeah. I did try to get a different date, but at the time they were like, no, we're pretty booked up. This is the slot. So we just went for it. Yeah.
You guys didn't bump into Gino DeCampo at all?
No, we didn't. We didn't. But I believe that there's a crush in the house on Gino DeCampo. Is that right? Yeah.
Lauren behind the camera over there. Crush Gino DeCampo.
That's funny.
He's got all his cookbooks and everything, but I don't think it's really for the recipes.
What about traveling with Crusoe? I know he's traveled like pretty much all around America by now. How does he find the traveling?
It's no biggie for him really. Like we did when we went to Europe the first time with him. We keep him in his little pet carrier on the plane. So it was pretty much 10 hours in his little carry bag because they won't let him out, of course. And so, like, from the time you go into the airport to going out of your destination airport, it was like 10 hours in this little bag. And didn't complain, didn't make a noise, never an accident or anything. So
Cool.
he's really good to travel with. And as you said, yeah, we've kind of been on tour across North America there. So he loves running in a new hotel room and exploring it and stuff. And just in, was it November? We took both of them to Miami, which was kind of her first sort of travel to like a different city and a hotel and everything. So we were pretty nervous about how she was going to be. Plus, it was her first plane ride there. But
Yeah.
she was amazing too. She was amazing. Just sat in her bag next to Crusoe. Didn't make a noise, which we were worried about because she's a pretty
Quite
vocal
right.
dog.
She's absolutely adorable.
Yeah, she's
So
pretty
she
cute.
is. I love like your longer type videos, Ryan. You know the episodes that you put out on a Sunday. Like I always really look forward to those.
Yeah, thanks.
And I think why I love them so much, right, is like they've got the voices now, which just adds this other dimension to their personalities.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about like what goes into making those episodes and like how long it takes to come up with ideas and how quickly you pull them together?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the voices, I've been doing them since it was early 2018 that we started the episodes. And for sure, like for some of our long-term fans who've known the dogs, well, Crusoe for years, having a voice suddenly might have been a bit of a jolt to them. So I think there was a little bit of getting used to for some people. And of course, everyone over that time, you know, they kind of put their own imagination together of what the dogs might sound like.
Yeah.
And then so when we give it a voice, it might not always line up with what they envision. So at first there was like some people who wasn't quite what they thought, but all in all, I think the voice really fit well. She just goes.
She keeps doing.
But whereas for Daphne, because we had pretty much just got her and then gave her a voice, like people didn't really have time to form something in their imagination yet. So her voice, I think, is awesome as well, and it's actually played by a 8-year-old girl right now, which is
Really?
She does a really good job. It's pretty cute. Daph, stop stealing.
That must be so cool for her to be like a voiceover artist for these videos that go like super viral. You know, that must be so cool for her.
I've been told that it's like her favorite thing, and she's so proud of it and everything. So it's
That's
pretty
amazing.
cool for her, yeah. But
And
I mean, in
yeah,
terms
go
of
for
coming up with a video, we just we kind of do a little brainstorming session every once in a while, and then I write a script. I got to storyboard it. I have somebody who helps me with the videography and editing. So it can be like a week or two length of time to do a single production there.
Oh.
Yeah, come here.
The Daphneisms are so fun. Is that what they're called? Daphneisms, like the words that she makes up, like they're nearly words.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
What's her like little personality traits that are different from Crusoe's? Because I think that dachshunds can be like really similar in some ways, but also really different in other ways.
Yeah. It's incredible how different they are, actually. And even just between Crusoe and Oakley, totally different as well. Like Crusoe is just so laid back, so quiet, easygoing, and she's pretty active, very vocal, much more mischievous. But she's smart. She's really food motivated, so she's learning a lot of stuff really fast. Whereas Crusoe, he's food motivated now, but when he was younger, like it was hard just to get him to eat. Like we were hand feeding him just because he wouldn't eat if we didn't do that. Whereas her, we have to like spoon feed her because she eats too fast. And then in terms of like Oakley, like I don't want to. It's just like miles apart. Like Crusoe is like focused, smart, and then Oakley is just kind of clumsy, like confused. His attention span is like a few seconds before he's off looking somewhere else. So like just like telling him to stay.
Yeah.
Like you gotta say it every 5 seconds.
That's pretty funny. I wonder, do the guys have you Skyped Oakley recently to see how he's getting on?
Yeah, we did on Easter to see how they're doing, and he's doing good. I think he would probably enjoy having a sibling, I think.
Yeah.
But well, just for anyone who doesn't know, so Oakley is owned by my parents, who live in Toronto, which is 5-hour drive away. So they don't see each other that often. But when they do, they have a lot of fun. But Oakley's a really playful dog too, and enjoys being with other dogs. So I'm trying to convince my parents to get a sibling.
And then there would be a fourth actor. I'd like to see how you would keep up with that, Ryan.
Yeah, I know it's getting to be a lot. I've always said every dog you add makes it exponentially more difficult.
So what's sort of next for you guys? Like, have you got any plans for after lockdown, or is it just taking it easy for now?
Well, we did have some travels planned that got canceled.
Okay.
We did want to do another sailing trip, like in the Caribbean. That was one of Crusoe's like first sort of travel adventures, was a sailing trip in the Bahamas. So we wanted to kind of do something similar with Daphne while she was young. So we might, well, we'll see. We might still try to do something like that. But aside from that, we kind of just have everything on hold until things kind of show that they're wrapping up.
Yeah, I suppose it's just so uncertain. It's just so uncertain, really, at the minute, isn't it? How long things are going to last for? So it's difficult to plan ahead. So
yeah.
Sucks though. You got to change plans. Yeah, we aren't too sure what's next. Hopefully, Harlso will get a little bit better and be back balancing sometime soon. We've got a lot of things that we'd like to try and do. And yeah, just see how things go. I suppose this sort of like little like series of lives is something to fill the gap, and try to keep people interested and entertained while they're staying at home, and give it me a bit of a focus too, because like I'm working from home, but at night time I'm like, what do I do with myself? There's you know.
Your little sort of dad jokes are pretty clever and funny.
Yeah, dad jokes always go down well, don't they?
Yeah. Has he not balanced anything since the surgery?
He can balance, but we just feel like it's not the right thing to be doing at the minute. Just focusing on the recovery and worrying about social media later, really. But yeah, we've done like a little skit on TikTok where I was balancing the toilet paper and then he was balancing the toilet paper, you know, just like little things like that. But yeah, we're just taking things nice and slowly with him. He seems to be a slow recoverer. That's what the vet had sort of said, you know. Yeah. He does seem to be a little slower than some. So yeah, that's pretty much the plans.
Are you guys doing any like rehabilitation aside from just walks and stuff?
We had been doing like laser therapy and acupuncture, which he gets a lot out of. Like, he doesn't really enjoy the acupuncture so much. When he sees the kid coming out, he's like, oh, I'm not sure, but it does really help him. And yeah, I would advise anyone who's like maybe going through this at the minute to consider those types of therapies. Mm-hmm. Those things have sort of been put on hold because of like the coronavirus. Just the vets don't see that sort of stuff as essential. They're focused on like emergency work really. But yeah, as soon as things get back to normal, we'll see if he needs to do any more of that stuff. At the meantime, though, we were just doing stuff at home. Plenty of massage, hot and cold packs. The cold after a walk, the hot before a massage, and we'd seen. I think they're called Cavaletti poles. Is that right?
Cavaletti poles.
Cavaletti, yeah, yeah, that's the ones. We've sort of made like our own homemade version of those with like broomsticks.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have a bit of fun encouraging him to do those type of things to get the legs moving.
Yeah.
So he's doing plenty still. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at.
Yeah, that's good. I was gonna suggest the heat packs there because laser, it just like stimulates blood flow to the back, right? So
okay,
if you do heat, it kind of does similar idea.
Same thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool. I'm thinking maybe like in a couple of weeks' time, maybe try and get someone from one of the IBD organisations on to talk about, these type of things and try and bring a bit of awareness to those things. But yeah, Ryan, really appreciate you taking the time here tonight to chat with us, and I'll let you get on to tidying up all those boys.
There's a lot. Yeah, well, thanks for thinking of us and inviting us to your live series here. What made you start this, by the way?
Yeah, just like being bored in lockdown, really. And I just thought, if I'm bored, other people must be bored too. You can see, like, I was laughing at your video yesterday of the haircuts.
Yeah.
I just sort of like decided, well, I tried to give myself a haircut, so don't do that. This is how it'll end up.
Lauren just gave me one a few days ago.
Oh, did she? Oh, well, that's pretty good then. Good job, Lauren.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, guys, I'll catch you later.
All right, Paul. Thanks.
Thanks again.
And take care, everybody. Stay safe.
Thanks, Ryan.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. There's a lot of comments. Thanks, guys, for jumping on. Yeah, the quarantine cuts comically. Cooper, yeah, that's exactly what this is. Hope you enjoyed having a little insight into what's going on over there in Canada with Crusoe and Ryan and Lauren, and of course the cute little Daphne. We'll be back at the same time tomorrow night, guys. Yeah, so catch you then.